Just one more little extra thing. Right now, these rays are shooting out based on the normal of the surface, which is pretty irregular, so it's pretty random the direction, but it's always out. I think it would be interesting for us to actually kind of tilt them a little bit more forward towards the direction where the ray is being shot to. And we can do that by using the tangent. Here when we applied the resample for the main line, we activated the curve U, but we didn't activate the tangent U. If we had activated the tangent U, we would also have the tangent here. Let me hold Control, middle mouse button, and click here so we can actually see the tangent. It's not really showing. Let's see if I can. So we do have a value for the tangent. It's just not displaying. And sometimes this happens. So let me just close and create a new one. Scene view. Put the background back to dark. And here we should be able to see the tangent. Yeah. Okay, so we have the tangent there now. And we can use this vector to kind of push those secondary rays more towards Iron Man. Let me disable this. Now here we have the normals, and the normals have this angle, which is fine. And when we scatter, we inherit those normals as well. But what we can do is, right after we apply the normals, we can create a point wrangle where we're just going to say that we have our normal and we want to add to this normal plus equals the tangent. And if we do that, we should see that now they're kind of facing more towards that direction. And the reason for that is because when we created the line, our main line, this was 0.0, that was 0.1, and so the tangents are pointing towards that direction. No problem, we just invert the operation here. So instead of plus equals, let's just say minus equal. And that way they're going to be facing forward. We can also kind of randomize this. Let's say we can have each one of these points have a random influence, a random amount of influence from the tangent. If we do this, the tangent times a fit01, again, this very useful expression, and we're gonna do a random number based on frame. Why not? Frame plus the point number. So this is just gonna be, this is not supposed to be there. So this is gonna generate a random number from 0 to 1 based on each frame and each point number. And we want to have that to vary between 0.2 and 1. What's going to happen is we're going to have them, some of them being very affected by the tangent and some of them not so much. Okay, so now they're essentially going that way, but some of them more, some of them less. And that's going to give us just a push towards the direction of the Iron Man, and I think that's going to give us a better read when we're looking from the camera and we have these rays now slightly pointing towards Iron Man. I think that makes more sense. Okay, this kind of orientation, I think it's better for the type of effect that we have here. This is nice. Okay, and if you like the effect and you want to increase the number of rays that we have, remember you just need to kind of increase the number here. The scatter has random from 0 to 6. I'll say 2 to 6, and that way we always have some rays there. Cool. Now this finishes up. Let me press Shift W, go out. This finishes up the first section for creating the main Thunderbolt. And next we're going to have a look at other effects that are going to be layered up on top of this, but all based on the same setup. Okay, we're just going to be changing the target or changing the areas that interact. In this case, we have the hammer, Thor's hammer, interacting with the chest area and the arm of Iron Man. Next, we're going to be creating one towards the head, and we'll also have some rays being cast between the floor and Iron Man, as if there was kind of the discharge coming from the thunderbolt was going through Iron Man and connecting to the ground or something like that. Let's just make sure that this is looking good. We can apply a material to the lightning to make it more visible. Let's go here to the material palette and we'll just create principled shader. Go to object again and switch to materials. So now we should have there the principled shader. And here I'm just gonna apply this to the thunderbolt. You can just drag and drop into the 3D scene directly. And now we're gonna go to the surface. Let's say it's white. And let's make sure that it is kind of luminant. So now we added some emission to it so that it's kind of very strong light. Let's see how this looks. Let's create a flip book out of this. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Just the main thunderbolt happening. And we're going to be layering a couple more, but I think it's looking good. Nice motion, nice shapes. And let's move on.